So I posted a reel the other day about like my PCOS pregnancy or something related to that. I don't even honestly remember. Something about getting pregnant with PCOS and how I did it and all these things, right? And I got a comment on it that I'm so glad she commented this because I'm like, oh, this is so important to talk about. And I've talked about it here on the podcast before, but I need to just continuously talk about it because it's so important. So I'm going to read the exact comment and then we're going to just dive into this. So she said, do you believe that there's truth to the idea that women's egg quality is so low at age 38 plus that we are basically playing Russian roulette trying to find a good egg out of many bad ones? This is basically what was told to me. I have no known issues found, but was told it's just my age causing repeated early losses. It's been so discouraging. Okay, I'm going to try and not go too off the rails, but this is so much of what is wrong with our medical system that a woman who is having recurring losses, what she is being told is, oh, it's just because you're, 38 and all your eggs are bad. Like, okay, that there are so many problems with this. So obviously, I do not believe there is truth to that. And we're going to talk about two reasons why. The first part of this is your egg quality. First of all, even if, so let's start with this. Even if your egg quality is low, right? Your egg quality and sperm quality can change. It takes about 90 to 120 days, but it can change. Okay. And you can have, and like age is not the only factor that has to do with your egg quality. You can have low egg quality at age 30. You can have low egg quality at age 25, at age 35. It's not, your age is not the only factor. The other factors, so I'm getting ahead of myself. But if you do have low egg quality, they shouldn't just tell you, oh, your egg quality is low, so like, sorry, like that's it. I'll see you later. Or here's a medication. I've had clients that were told they have ovarian failure. They got pregnant 4 months after working with me. I've had clients told that they have to get egg donors. They got pregnant naturally. I forget how many months. Maybe like 6 months after working together, somewhere around there. She was trying for a long time. She also had PCOS with a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, she literally was told she needed egg donor. Okay, got pregnant naturally. I could go on and on and on about this because your egg quality can change. So can your sperm quality. So even if it's low, it is not a death sentence. It is something that can improve and can change with nutrition, lifestyle, and supplemental changes. I have another podcast episode on 2 things you can do to start improving your egg quality. We'll link that below because I'm not going to get all into that today since I have another episode on it. So go ahead and go check that out. Obviously, the Mind Your Hormones method would be ideal for this because that's your entire fertility roadmap, literally step by step of exactly what to do to improve your egg quality, to have strong and regular ovulation, to have sufficient progesterone levels and all your hormone levels for creating the most internal, fertile environment you could possibly have for a strong and healthy pregnancy by supporting the systems in your body that actually impact your hormones and impact your fertility. So I'll put that link in the show notes. You can use code podcast for 10% off. But anyway, I'll also put that podcast link below. So your egg quality can change even if it's low. Age is not the only factor. So just because you're 38 does not mean that you can't change your egg quality because it's not just about your age. It's about your nutrition. It's about your lifestyle. It's about your supplementation and not just taking egg quality support. Yes, I would definitely recommend taking egg quality support if you're like 35 plus and or if you have PCOS. I love the needed one. You can use code Corinne Angelica for that. I'll link that below too. But it's not just about egg quality. This is where so many people get supplementation wrong, is where they'll do CoQ10, they'll do inositol, they'll do egg quality support, but they're missing the fundamental supplements that actually are going to increase your nutrient density and support your mitochondria, that's going to change your fertility on a cellular level and change your egg quality as well. All of that I teach you in the Mind Your Hormones method too. You can also get that separately. We're going to put all this in the show notes, okay? But you need to know that it can change and that age is not the only factor. I've had clients that were 39 get pregnant naturally when their doctor told them IVF might not even work. And they also had PCOS. I've had friends get pregnant at 40, 41, have beautiful, healthy pregnancies, healthy children. It's not just about your age. You can have someone who is 45 and so healthy that has a better chance of having a healthy pregnancy than someone who's 25, who is drinking all the time, eating like shit, not working out. It's about how you take care of yourself. And it's not just about your age. Obviously, there is the real, age concern with, you're not going to be having a child when you're like 55 because you could likely be in menopause or perimenopause. Like, yes, obviously that is a concern, but 38, 39, 40, like, no, your egg quality can change. So what you need to know is whether you know you have low egg quality, whether you're 35 plus and you're nervous and all these things, please know your egg quality can change. We're going to link the episode below so you could go directly to that and see like 2 ways that you can really help support your egg quality. And if your doctor is telling you it can't change, that's a lie. It's just a lie. Like, that's not actually based in science. It takes 90 to 120 days. So it takes time. So if you know you have low egg quality, this is where things could get really difficult for people who are trying to conceive, especially if you've been trying for a long time. I know you just want it to happen like yesterday. And I 100% hear you. And also, if you know that you have low egg quality, I would really recommend waiting to, you don't have to wait to try, but like waiting to, if you're going to do like a medical intervention. Like, I have a client right now who is going to be doing IUI. She's waiting until March because her egg quality was kind of a concern. And we found out about this back in like November. So we're doing everything we possibly can to help support her egg quality instead of just being like, all right, I'm just going to do it now because it's a medical intervention. So it's a medical intervention. So it's going to just be easier to get pregnant even if my egg quality is low. No, you want to head into any IUI, IVF, Medicaid cycles, whatever it is, with the strongest possible foundation to increase your chances of that medical intervention working. Because medical interventions are not foolproof. They are not 100% guarantee. And a lot of times people go into it too early without proper preparation, which is why it doesn't work. And then you feel so defeated because you're like, wait, it's not working naturally. It's not working with medications. What is going on? A lot of times the same reason why it's not working naturally is the same reason why it's not working with the medical interventions. So you want to head into that. So if you know your egg quality is low and you have like IUI or something set up, like, my advice, obviously do whatever is best for you and your family and what feels best and everything. But me personally, and what I would say to my clients is wait at least 3 to 4 months of implementing everything you need to implement with your nutrition, your lifestyle, your supplementation, everything I teach you in the Mind Your Hormones method, and then do it after the fact. If you have a male partner, your male partner, to improve his sperm as well. So you could increase your chances of that. It could sometimes feel like, oh, but now it's like another 3 months I'm waiting. But in the long run, it's actually probably quicker because say you did it, like a month or two after, and like your egg quality wasn't where it needed to be. Then you have to wait again to get your cycle back, then you have to try again. So it's like, just head into it as strong and prepared as you possibly can to get the best outcome that you possibly can get, and to feel, not only to have a successful transfer or whatever it is, but so that you also feel strong and healthy and ready to go through pregnancy and postpartum. Because I mean, you want to not feel like shit for 10 months, you know what I mean? And what you do in your day-to-day life is going to help support that. So your egg quality can change. It is not just based on your age. There are other factors that impact it more than your age. Your nutrition, your lifestyle, supplementation impact your egg quality, I would say, more than just your age. Okay. And especially now too, like, most women are getting pregnant in their mid to late 30s. Like, because it's not like how it used to be where you're just like getting pregnant when you're like early 20s, whatever. Some people are, which is awesome. It doesn't matter. But a lot of us are focusing on our careers more, or traveling, or doing whatever. And a lot of women are getting pregnant later. And I don't think we should be discouraged for that. I don't think that we should feel like, oh, it's never going to happen, or, oh, now my egg quality is so bad, and it's a bunch of bad eggs and you only have like a few good ones. Like, that is such horrible, it's not advice, but just information for a doctor to be giving someone. And it makes you feel like you're behind, like you're doing things wrong. Like, times have changed. Okay. It has to do with how you're taking care of yourself. So now if you're like, oh, I haven't really been doing what I need to do to support myself. Okay, cool. Now you know that your egg quality can change. So let's do something about it. Okay, so I'll put in the show notes all the links, everything that we're talking about. It's a super quickie episode, but I know that this is something that a lot of women are nervous about with their age and with the egg quality and all of that, because like I said, a lot of us are getting pregnant later. I actually saw this study that was saying that you actually like are, I don't know if the word was more fertile, but you have better chance of a healthy pregnancy in your like later 30s than in your 20s. Not because like, because a lot of people just focus on egg quality, like, oh, well, your egg quality is lower. Okay, but egg quality is not the only factor to look at. When you're in your late 30s, mid to late 30s, you are definitely, well, I should say definitely, likely not partying as much as you were in your 20s. Okay, most of the time, right? We're speaking general speaking. You're likely prioritizing sleep more, probably eating better. You have a more regulated schedule. You're able to support your nervous system more. You have different tools. Your lifestyle is, if I look back at my lifestyle from like my early 20s to even like 25, you best believe my fertility is better now than it was then. And that's 10 years, more than 10 years, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I'm 36 right now. It's time of this recording. Because my lifestyle was not conducive to being as healthy as I possibly can be. And I'm sure yours, if you're thinking about it too, that makes a big difference. So there's a lot of benefits to actually getting pregnant, in your late 30s, mid 30s, because you actually are healthier than you were in your mid 20s. Again, a lot of the time. This isn't like, not everybody, right? Some people might have the opposite, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're more established. You take care of yourself more. You're not out partying, doing fucking shots and like, what are those called? I almost forget. What is it called? Oh, keg stands, funnels, like all this stuff. Like, I went to Cortland. Like, let's go. Okay. But that is so not my life anymore. I'm so glad I did it then because I have no desire anymore. But I just need you to know that because you're not behind. Your egg quality is not doomed. You have so much more control than what you're told. And even if you do a medical intervention, you have so many tools to prepare yourself for that to actually be as supportive and like as successful as you want it to be. So check out all the resources we talked about today. The episode of the how to improve your egg quality, the needed egg quality support, love that. Supplement masterclass will be really helpful for this. Supplement masterclass it's just really just supplements for pregnancy, postpartum, and fertility, but that's also in the Mind Your Hormones method. So my number one recommendation would obviously be the Mind Your Hormones method, but if you just want like a piece of it, you could always get that on its own. So all that will be in the show notes for you. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for being here. If you loved this episode and learned something valuable, please share it with a friend who you think would also love it, or post it on social media and tag me so I could personally say thank you for helping me spread this important message. I am beyond grateful to be here with you. So until next time, stay intentional, stay consistent, and always mind your hormones.